call the April 29th, 2025 Board of Works to order. Any adjustments to the agenda with the?
No adjustment.
No adjustments, all right. Moving on to the consent agenda, I believe we're both here for this last meeting minutes.
Yeah.
So is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion.
Motion, I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to a request to declare vehicle or equipment as surplus for trade-ins.
Morning, gentlemen. Elliot Holker, Deputy Mayor, pinch hitting for Tabitha Miller this morning. Request to surplus 8 vehicles, 5 police, 4 PICDs, a sweeper, and 2 3500s. Beyond their useful life, she will go about working the trade for.
I would love to say no to it just because Tabitha loves
Yeah.
presenting.
Yes, we need her to come.
Yeah.
That
might be her least favorite thing ever.
Is there a motion?
Yes, motion.
I got a motion. I will second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. You're no Tabitha.
Well, there, sir. Thank you.
Request to declare certain property as surplus. Next item. Anybody? Anybody, Ed? Anybody?
That's my gun.
Calm down, I got this. Ed Gebhardt, Fisher Police Department Chief. Just want to get surplus for Sergeant Matt Simmons. Service pistol, 28 years of service. He retired. 9mm 6 Sauer, 320, serial number 58J John 471609.
All right. We want to wish Matt a happy retirement. Is there a motion? Motion by Jeff. I will second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
You can get back to your phone now, chief.
Thank you.
Next is a request to approve quote for the Nick Plate Trail landscape improvements. Winner.
Good morning, Jonathan Valenta, Director of Public Works. This is a request for approval of landscape improvements on Nickel Plate Trail between 116th and Lantern Road. Various areas through there, also has some decorative stone installation as well. Also the removal of the asphalt path behind the Brady Building and the gravel connection path between PD and the Nickel Plate Trail.
Any questions?
Why are we taking those out?
The last two, basically that gravel path, that connection really isn't utilized.
So Braden Path is the leftover from, probably the early 2000s. It's just like 100 feet of asphalt that doesn't go.
This we've got it.
Yeah, that's a road. Basically.
All right, is there a motion? Motion by Jeff, all second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you. Next is a request to award a bid and approve contract for Fisher's Pedestrian Trails 25-1. Rich?
Rich Bassett, Department of Engineering. As you just said, this is for approval of bid award for a contract for 3 trail gap segments. 106th Street, this is largely between Quaker Ridge neighborhood and Fall Road. I think around the Mollenkoff intersection there. The second gap is on the west side of Hoosier Road, north of 116th Street up to 121st Street. It will connect to the roundabout there, which will enable pedestrians and bicyclists to access the new community center. And then the third gap is on 131st Street, north side of 131 between Lantern and the Delaware Township property, which will be, Delaware Township will be constructing that small little gap to the Nickel Plate Trail. So it will connect from Lantern over to the Nickel Plate Trail.
So these are 3 pretty important connection points for the city. This is part of the surplus funds we had from 2024 that we're finally getting around to securing. So I think this will be a significant improvement to our trail connections here in Fishers. Any questions, Jeff?
No.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thanks, Rich. Next is a request to approve special purchase GIS license agreement. I assume since Tracy's not here, I'll cover it briefly, but this is our annual GIS license.
Yep.
And as typical of Tracy, it's always a special purchase. And Lindsay, I think this is regarding, it's probably a known sole source or integrates with our current system. All right.
Exactly. We can do the purchase of different license and software.
Gotcha. All right, is there a motion? Motion by Jeff. I will second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Same is true for the next one, which is our annual Microsoft license agreement. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Oh, look who it is.
Look who's here.
I just covered them both, so.
Well, I'm out of here.
All right.
Thank you.
Next is a request to approve supplemental number 2 with NDOT for coordination contract for Cumberland Road Bridge 162 rehab.
Good morning, I'm Mikey Cedar Fisher's Engineering Department. And before you, item F and G are kind of both connected. This is the same project. This is the Cumberland Road widening from 106 to 116th Street. One contract is for the bridge. It's a separate DES number that we have with NDOT, and the other one is for the road widening itself. This is just basically extending the timeline that we would be awarded the funds from July 25 all the way to June of 27. The anticipated latest date of bidding this project is on February 2027. We're hoping that with the utility relocation and the efforts that they have and the lead time for their relocation, we can bid a little bit earlier as soon as they get the major utilities.
When
out
do
of
we
the way.
anticipate Duke actually?
Nuke has already started their 1 year lead time. I think it was, and Tammy, when did we give them the notice to proceed?
December.
In December of last year. So we're hoping that by December this year, they would get their material.
Then they need a year
Then
to.
they need a couple of months to relocate, and then they have like about 8 attachments that they have to relocate as well. So we're
That'll
hoping.
carry us through the majority of 26.
Yeah. So we have the option of bidding anywhere
Yeah,
in
somewhere.
26, but it has to be before February of 27.
Any questions, Jeff?
No.
Seeing none, is there a motion to approve both G and H?
Motion.
I will second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Moving down to a request to approve road cuts on 106th Street and Allisonville Road.
Yes, this is one of our favorite subjects. This is road cuts for a utility getting connection to the Metro Storage there on the southeast corner of 106 and Allisonville. They have to cross 106 north and then Allisonville to the west. There is a sewer line on 106. They have to pothole to
Pretty
figure
big
out.
one, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have to pothole to know where the sanitary line is, and they also have to pothole on Allisonville to know where the water line is. I tried hard with Tammy and our group to kind of have them piggyback on another utility potholes that they did last year in that same location. But I think by law, they have to physically see the line and take a look at
What are
it.
we talking about, maintenance traffic? Is it?
It's just a closure lane restriction. It won't be a full road closure. It would be just lane restrictions.
Any questions, Jeff?
No.
No, is there a motion?
Motion.
I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, motion carries. 136th Street, I think we've literally tore up all of 136th Street, right?
Yeah, this is kind of a unique one. This is for the quote unquote curb cut on 136th Street for Abbott Commons. This is really the extension of Prairie Baptist to the north. Prairie Baptist is and was a public road. This is just changing the use of it. It's currently a dead end. So what it will serve in the future is a connection to the neighborhood, and all of that is within the public right of way.
Are they building a road?
Yeah.
Abbott Commons is building a road to the west of the church there?
Yes, they will connect to the intersection of 136 and Prairie Baptist. Yep.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yep, so basically this is just kind of a,
And do you think, because we're not doing any kind of intersection improvement there, right?
that
Not a roundabout or
location, that location is slated for a roundabout. It's in our 2040 plan.
It's not part of the current
No,
project.
it's not as of today.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion.
I will second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, motion carries. Next is request to approve professional services agreement, 116th Street corridor analysis contract for Cumberland and Hoosier Road.
Again, that's Mackey, City Efficient Engineering. Before you is a request to approve the professional services for A&F Engineering for a traffic study on 116th Street between Cumberland Road and Hoosier. This is a direct result from the exercise that we have had somewhat of the later part of last year and this year for the Spyglass Falls and the Spyglass Hills access. This will basically take into account current and future development along 116th Street, the traffic patterns on Cumberland and Hoosier, along with 116th Street, and find a better and safe way for access for all of these neighborhoods between Cumberland and Hoosier Road, and figuring out if we need to put a signal, any improvements on all of the other access points for these neighborhoods, and just identifying a safer way for these two neighborhoods to access 116th Street.
I think we gave a commitment in the Board of Works that we would have some.
July.
July, is that still the timeframe? Okay. All right, is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next is Brook School Road corridor analysis.
Similarly to the professional service agreements before, this one's also with ANF Engineering. This is to take a look at the Brook School road corridor within the city of Fishers boundaries. It starts at roughly around 141st Street to the north, all the way down to Fall Creek Road to the south. This is to, in results to the increasing traffic that we're seeing on Brook School Road and all of the intersections, and how we were viewing the access there along 131st, 126th, and 116th, and all the way to the south for Fall Creek Road. We identified that this needs a broader study, looking at all the traffic impacts and projecting that for the future, and identifying what intersection improvements or road corridor improvements that we need along that whole stretch.
Motion? Motion by Jeff, I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Finally, a request to approve addendum to build operate transfer agreement for the City of Fishers Community Center. Jake?
Yeah, good morning. Jake Rear McSorley, Director of Recreation Wellness for the city. And as Mayor just mentioned, this is a addendum that we're proposing for our agreement with Hagerman. And it would really contemplate two things. One is more of a mechanics and timing item. It allows the city to enter into a lease agreement for our cardio fitness equipment earlier than planned. With tariffs and different pricing changing soon, this would allow us to take advantage of good pricing before things change. And then the second would be adding approximately $500,000 to the scope of the project for some external property site improvements.
Any additional questions?
No.
Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Any other items, Lindsay?
That's it.
All right, seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
I'll second.